WICR.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
Check out the latest news and videos on Masscom's YouTube page. Just search Iona Masscom or go to NorthAvenueNation.com, where Masscom students are making things happen.
Hello, everyone. This is Gregory Kasimis from the Metro Deli in Scarsdale. The Metro Deli has been part of the Westchester community for over 10 years. We always use the freshest and highest quality ingredients for all our dishes and catering events. Our breakfast features bagels with freshly sliced Nova. Don't miss out our thick challah French toast. For lunch, grab a booth and enjoy one of our oversized salads or our freshly cut hot deli sandwiches. We're open 7 days a week, where the coffee is always hot and freshly brewed.
Broadcasting from the basement of La Penta, this is WICR.
All right, we're back from last week. We still don't have a name yet, but I think within like the fourth episode we should be there. So just give us time. There's a lot to talk about. We're gonna start off with probably the most important story out of the news last week, which is the Fernandez death, which is like a big deal, I would say.
Definitely.
Probably the biggest story in sports within the last like month, I would say.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, that was bad. And then like when everything started coming out about it, it just got like bigger and bigger and like.
Well, I was just happy that nothing bad came out, like that he was drunk or something like that.
Yeah.
Like remember Tavares, the kid who died on the Cardinals.
Yeah,
Like,
he was drunk.
Near toxic. Yeah, I think so. Right? Wasn't that it? He had like.
I'm pretty sure he was
like really high.
really bad.
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah, it was bad. I'm pretty sure he was driving over speed limit too. But like, I was just not to sound like weird about it, but I was just happy that it was like nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like it. Just, It was just like a wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, like one of the things I took out of it was that nothing like you said, when people die, something bad usually comes out. Like there is good stuff about like a good stories about a person will come out, but like there are bad stuff too, and like nothing bad came out about him at all.
And
everything was like
Everything
good.
was good.
That's what makes it harder too, I think, because it's like sometimes you look for that medium, like an excuse, but it's like this kid really was just.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's when you really get caught up in it. Like why did it? But everybody's got their time, but. It just sucks to see that kid was something else.
Yeah, like I remember when I like first heard about it, the first thing that popped into my mind was like, I mean, it sounds kind of bad, but like that's just like talent that like is gone from the world.
Definitely.
And I was like, I don't remember the last time seeing something like that where a pitcher like in his like youth,
easily.
but still in his prime, or like approaching his prime, like died. Because you usually see with like minor league ball players or like an older, like I thought about like Roberto Clemente, but like he had 3,000 hits when he died.
Well, that's his career. I know what you mean.
So he had a career, but like the one person I can compare him to from like who I've seen a lot of, not in like person but on videos, is like Doc Gooden. But like the way Doc Gooden went out is a lot different than the way this kid went out.
Yeah, it's like. Because I remember, also, this is like the first time we've seen something like this, you know what I mean? Like, you got to think of like when Thurman Munson passed away. Yeah. I mean, you got to, just devastation. And that was New York, too. But you just got to think, like, I was saying to my friend this summer, I was like, he's like, when do you think we're going to see someone win 300 games? Because I was like, King Felix. But, and I was like, this kid really could do it. And you got to think, playing on the Marlins, he probably had 10 more wins on the table that he didn't get.
Oh, yeah,
I remember when he came up against us. First game was against us, and I remember like he was carving us up.
Yeah, he embarrassed like the Mets.
And that was because I remember that day my friend was like, "This kid's nasty," and I was like, "No, he's not that good." That was when Ike was slumping and stuff. But I mean, he was phenomenal. I mean, I can easily say like he was in his brief time he was a legend easily. Like that.
Oh yeah.
Like when we have kids. They'll they'll hear about Jose Fernandez and we'll be like, yeah, you didn't get to see that, but that kid was amazing.
Who do you know what happened with Fernando Valenzuela, like the guy in the Dodgers? Like whatever happened to him? Did he die early, like young? Or?
No, the guy the dude who was like Valenmania or whatever? Is that the guy?
Yeah, the one that would look up when he would.
No,
pitch.
he's still alive. I just think he I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but I just think he was
Well,
like.
he was just like insanely good too, and I thought he kind of went out early. Like I'm trying to find something to compare.
Well,
his death
I
to,
think
and-
your Doc. I think Doc Gooden was a good comparison because like Doc came in and it was like the greatest thing we've ever seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, we never saw it. It was in the 80s.
Well, but people that did see it-
Exactly. That's what I think we're gonna be like with Jose Fernandez. I mean, he was like 97 to 99 on the fastball. That wicked secondary. I mean,
yeah,
you just
it was ridiculous.
you would watch that. I mean, it was a video game. He pitched like a video game. It was unreal.
I think my favorite thing about him, I didn't really know that much about him, but like I started watching videos on YouTube
Yeah,
of him, like
it's
because
heartbreaking.
yeah, I would watch like fight videos on YouTube, like in the MLB, and like he would be in so many of them. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he was so cocky. Like that's another thing I
Well-
liked about him, where he was so cocky,
No,
but he
yeah.
was also a good guy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he would like tell you off and stuff, like he
Oh, no,
and
the-
then strike you out with like 100
Yeah,
miles
he
an hour
could
fastball.
because
Yeah,
he could do that.
That's what I was saying the other day. Yeah, definitely. 'Cause my favorite video is when he hit a home run, and the Braves is like Brian McCann, I think, and he bat flip. Fernandez
yeah.
does the bat flip,
Yeah.
stares at it, and the Braves are like John at him, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I just went deep off you. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah,
and then I'll strike you out, and I'll get the
Yeah.
win.
exactly. That's like he's definitely one of the most talented pitchers.
Oh, easily. But it was just so ironic, dude, because like the whole weekend I was like, I don't want to face him. I don't want to the Mets because he would have got the Monday start. I think
Yeah.
they're pushing him back,
Yeah.
and I just remember waking up that morning and like
Oh.
I saw it and I was like, I wish this kid was pitching against us. You know, I was like, I wish Jose Fernandez was taking the mound against us tomorrow
I
night.
still don't believe it. And
Yeah, they had his funeral on
today.
on ESPN, and it
Yeah.
was like so.
Oh
tough.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. That was rough.
Yeah.
It's also crazy because he was like starting a family and everything, and everything's
Yeah,
just
his wa-
gone for him.
His wife was 4 months pregnant.
Yeah.
That was. It's really like.
And like he just got a citizenship last year. So
Yeah.
Did he
was-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
The stories. There's just so many layers to like this story. Like the story where he saved his mom.
But it's so
Yeah,
crazy
it's
because
like
you're
insane.
looking for a flaw too to reason
that's
with
what
yourself.
that's what people do.
And there's no flaw. Like people will be like, "Well, he did that wrong." You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
like this guy, like he wasn't even human. He didn't make mistakes.
I think like because of like the media and stuff like that. I think as Americans we're groomed to find
do.
something wrong.
You have to
Yeah.
look for the like.
in celebrities
That-
and athletes and all that.
That's
stuff.
why we're so okay with Doc Gooden because he did cocaine. We're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
why he failed. That's why like Fernandez seemingly never failed. Like
Jeez.
in life's greatest obstacles, he never failed. You know
No.
what I mean?
He
And
was
I
just
think
like a good guy.
and that's where you get emotional about it.
Yeah, but you talk about Doc Gooden, like that's what like I was talking about it to Joe LaBuzz,
Yeah.
and we were talking about him and Doc Gooden and Fernandez, and we were just saying that it's such a shame that Gooden threw his whole career away,
Yeah.
and like this kid just died and had as much talent or more talent than Gooden.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it could have kept
definitely.
going,
No,
but like
definitely.
he didn't do anything wrong. It was taken away.
It's nuts because like he was 24 years old and like. And like I said, you got to factor in he probably had like 10 wins off the table because of who he played for, and he missed a year and a half at Tommy John, and he was 20. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
24. Like look at Harvey. Like he's still not all the way back. We might not see Harvey back till he's 20, 27, 28. I think he's 27 or 26 right now. Like it's just crazy because like he was 24. He had everything going for him, you know. But it's just and then you don't feel like. I know there's stories of like Marcelo Zuna was like, oh, we told him to go to his house and stuff like that. I guess he got
There's
in a-
always
a little scuffle with his girl, not a scuffle, but like an argument with his girlfriend. But like, with this, I just think obviously we didn't know and we weren't part of the team and stuff, but I think it is what it is. Like you got to accept the fact that this great guy just was gone too soon.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, nothing worse than that. comes
Exactly.
out.
No, that's right now. That's all I'm hoping for. I don't want to hear any investigation that there was alcohol in it, just for the benefit of him, his family, and in Miami and stuff like that. But I thought it was nuts that. Did you hear the story about the autographed baseballs
Yeah, that's
floating
crazy.
ashore? Like that's you gotta believe in that stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
that
know.
doesn't just happen.
Yeah. I thought the checkbook was pretty crazy too. Who
Yeah.
carries around a checkbook on them?
Yeah, and then
I mean, you have to have a lot of money if you have a checkbook. on.
D. Gordon's home run, upper
Yeah.
tank. That guy's never. He even
yeah.
said he never hit a ball that far.
Yeah, that was. That whole thing was, and the Mets announcers too. Did you see the Mets
Keith,
announcers?
yeah.
That was rough. Seeing them cry, it's just like, whoa.
Keith Hernandez crying.
Yeah.
You know him? Crazy.
That guy's
Keith
seen a
Hernandez.
lot.
Yeah, and this is what he cried,
That's nuts. All right, that wraps that up. We'll come back and talk about the Mets, and maybe we'll have a name when we get back. Probably not. You're listening to Sports with Will, Brian, and myself on WICR.
You're listening to WICR, Iona College Radio.